I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's totally okay. So, I've been doing YouTube for about 2 years. I've gained over 1.8K subscribers of just making random content and just building the community over time. And one thing I want to talk about today in this video, and like I said, this video is going to have no cuts. It's going to be pure raw, just video, just me talking. So, one thing I've learned over time about YouTube is that you don't know nothing at all. Honestly, I'm just going to drop the act. I'm just stop acting like I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyways, so everybody always comes to me and pretends like I know what I'm talking about. Like, they think I just know everything. Like, I always get DMs, messages of people like, okay, what happens if this happens on YouTube? What happens if this happens on YouTube? And today I've realized that I don't really have, like, a solid idea of what's really going on in the YouTube space. You know, because I can make a video and it can blow up every now and then. But, like, to really understand how it works and how to go viral every single time, I don't think really the only person that knows how to do that is Mr. Beast. But, like, I don't know. For me, it's weird because, like, I get a lot of DMs every single day of people asking me how did I, get famous? How did I do this? Not famous, but how did I grow on YouTube? How did I do this, that, and the third? And I tell them the best advice I can give them. But in, like, total honesty, I'd have really no idea how any of this works. And that's not, like, a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm just, like, a YouTube guru. I'm just, like, a genius when I'm really not, It's just, I just post, stay consistent, and post every single day. And eventually, I started gaining a following. And, dog, and if you take anything away from this video is that, bro, it's okay to not know everything about a certain subject, or it's totally fine to not know anything about what you're about to get into, Like, if you want to start working out, just start working out. Like, you don't need to know, like, every muscle group. You don't need to know, like, every diet plan. You don't need to know what you need to eat. You don't need, bro, just start doing some push-ups. Start working out. Like, dude, you don't need to know everything. Like, if you want to be a big YouTuber, like, you don't need the highest quality camera. You don't need how to color theory. You don't need, like, to learn psychology. You don't need none of that, bro. Just start. Just start. Start YouTube. Just do it. And a lot of people don't really take that into, like, consideration with anything. Like, the reason why a lot of people don't start things, just don't start anything in general, is because they think they need to know everything. They think they need, like, to be a master at their craft before they even, take a step. But that's not necessarily how it works, man. Like, it's okay. The more you know, the better you're going to be. But, like, dog, the person that starts is always going to beat you and is always going to be ahead of you. No matter how much you try to learn before you start, the person who just starts is going to be ahead of you. And that's just the way it is, Like, there's no getting past it. And for a lot of people, they don't really see it that way. A lot of people want to know everything. A lot of people need to know everything before they get into a certain, like, subject or certain niche or certain, like, idea, certain side hustle, certain way to make money, like, anything, bro. Like, working out, like, they need to know everything. But that's not necessarily how none of this really works, man. Like, if I start selling Coke cans, if I start selling soda bottles before you start selling soda bottles, no matter how much market research or no matter how much, you try to find your niche, no matter how much you try to, figure this out, the person who just started selling is always going to be ahead of you, and always going to be ahead of you by getting that first sale, because doing is what helps you learn, not actually sitting there and trying to learn. Doing is going to be the main thing that kind of teaches you how this whole thing works, And over time, over the 2 years I've been doing YouTube, I wouldn't say that I'm, like, the most intelligent and I just got everything figured out. Because obviously, if you're watching this video probably has roughly around 100 views. If this video does pretty good, maybe have 1,000 views. You'll see my subscriber count. I'm not monetized yet. So you would see that I don't have everything figured out. I really don't. But I am ahead a lot by a lot of people, because I simply just started and I simply just kept going and I simply just kept learning from what's working to what's not working. So, dog, if you take anything out of this video, just remember that it's okay to not know what you're doing. It is completely fine to have no idea how you're going to do this, do that. But trust me, the more you actually put work and the more you actually try to, you know, figure stuff out, the more, you know, that hobby gives you hints on what you need to do to get better at that certain subject. And yeah, that's the only thing you need to take out of this video really, is just make sure you're learning from your mistakes, learning from what's working, and especially like learning from what's not working, because learning from what's not working is going to teach you what's going to work, if you know what I mean. But yeah, man, just start. Literally simply that. Just start. Just go in, give it 100%, stay consistent with it, learn over time, and I'm guaranteed you'll win at like almost everything. Because you will always beat the person by just simply starting. And if that person's always, you know, in a book, you know, trying to read, trying to, you know, be the most knowledgeable about a certain subject, instead of actually doing it, you're going to beat that person every single time if you just start. And that's simply how life works. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, buts around it, man. And if you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you, because it genuinely means a lot. But anyways, just keep pushing, just keep posting, and eventually you'll just start figuring things out like I did. And like I said, I wouldn't say I've necessarily figured out, cracked the code to going viral, you know, making all this success, but I am getting close. So I know even if I just post one video, post, you know, one clip, one little clip of a video, you know, post one picture, post one, something I'm doing, it gets me a step closer to where I actually want to be in life. So take that into consideration before you do literally anything, man. Like I said, I really hope this video genuinely helped you out, because, you know, I needed, if I were to see this video back then when I was first starting YouTube, this video would have actually helped me out a lot, because every guru is really going to tell you like some secret thing. They're going to tell you how to get viral every single time, how to become viral, how to become rich and famous in like 30 days. But honestly, bro, that doesn't exist. It never did exist, and it never will exist. Getting rich quick is not easy, bro. You know, like I said, niche down, stick down, and just be in the trenches. Hustle, 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 hustle. Make videos, and then eventually you'll start figuring things out. But don't try to go in trying to figure everything out already. Just go in and just do it, and I'm guaranteed you'll figure it out like that. Like, trust me. Your first video, maybe your first 10 videos will literally teach you everything you need to know about, like, what you're trying to do, you know? So, your first 10 videos, then, you know, you're going to see what's working out of those first 10 videos, and you're going to keep trying with that same video, and if that's not working, try something else, and then just keep doing that until eventually something clicks, and then you will actually learn what makes you go viral, and what makes you become successful and all this stuff like that. You know, that's really the only way to do it, man. But like I said, if you watch this video, if you made it to the end, subscribe if you want to. Don't if you don't want to. You guys have a great rest of your day. Yeah, bye.